Hello everyone. Today, we will embark on a unique journey to explore the tuna fishing industry in the United States. An industry that not only brings huge economic value but also contains inspiring stories about the lives of fishermen. The U.S. tuna fishing industry is more than just a job to make a living. It is a combination of tradition, modern technology, and creativity. From the fishermen working hard in the vast ocean to the sophisticated processing lines in the factory. Each stage contributes to creating high-quality products, conquering the most demanding markets around the world. In this video, we will take you deep into the history of tuna fishing. Learn how giant seine nets work, the tuna processing process right on the boat and at the factory, and discover the economic value that this industry brings to the US and world economies. Let's start this exciting journey with us. Tuna is a valuable food source that has been exploited by humans for thousands of years. In the United States, the emergence of tuna fishing can be traced back to coastal communities, especially in California, where tuna was abundant due to the warm Pacific Ocean currents. In the 19th century, people mainly used manual methods, such as pole and line fishing or small nets. Sea trips at that time often lasted a few days, depending on the weather and the experience of the fishermen. However, modest fish catches and limited markets kept the industry playing a small role in the local economy. The tuna industry grew rapidly in the early 20th century. When tuna canneries appeared, demand for tuna skyrocketed due to its convenience and high nutritional value. This was also the time when fishermen began using steamboats and large nets to increase their catches. In particular, in the 1930s, the invention of the tuna line fishing method allowed fishing boats to go farther, exploiting tuna schools in deep seas. Tuna production increased significantly, paving the way for the development of the export industry. During World War II, tuna played an important role in providing food for the U.S. Army. Tuna canneries operated at full capacity to meet the great demand, while creating more jobs for coastal residents. Since the 1950s, the tuna fishing industry in the U.S. entered a period of strong industrialization. Fishing boats were equipped with positioning systems, radar, and giant seine nets. A breakthrough in fishing technology, allowing hundreds of tons of fish to be caught in just one trip. The increase in production not only helped meet domestic demand but also expanded the export market to Japan, Europe, and other countries. Japan, in particular, has become a major partner of the United States thanks to the demand for tuna in sushi and sashimi. In recent decades, the tuna fishing industry has faced many challenges, including protecting fish stocks and maintaining ecological balance. International organizations have proposed stricter regulations on catch volumes, ensuring that the industry can develop sustainably in the future. Part 2. Giant purse fishing process for tuna, expanded. 2.1. Purse nets, a breakthrough tool in tuna fishing. A purse seine is a giant net designed to encircle a school of tuna. This net can be hundreds of meters long, with the bottom equipped with lead to keep the net deep underwater. When pulled, it will form a giant bag that traps the school of fish. Modern fishing vessels use sonar technology to locate schools of fish. Sonar can detect the movement of fish schools hundreds of meters deep, helping the captain determine the exact location and save time when a school of fish is detected. The captain orders the net to be dropped. The crew members work in unison to deploy the net around the school of fish. This process requires high precision, as any mistake can cause the fish to escape. Once the net is pulled up, the tuna will be transferred to the hold or immediately processed on the deck. Modern ships are often equipped with conveyor systems, making the transportation of fish quick and efficient. One of the outstanding features of modern tuna fishing is that the processing is carried out right on the ship. After harvesting, the tuna are taken to the processing area to ensure the highest quality. Cleaning the fish, as soon as the fish are pulled up. They are washed with seawater to remove dirt and bacteria. Gutting the fish, fishermen cut open the fish. Removing the organs and blood, to keep the fish meat fresh longer. This process usually takes place in modernly equipped processing rooms that meet strict hygiene standards. Quick cooling. After processing, the tuna is immediately transferred to the freezer compartments on the ship, where the temperature is maintained at -20 degrees Celsius or lower. This helps the fish stay fresh until the ship arrives at port. Keeping fresh. Processing immediately after catching helps the fish meat not decompose. Preserving its nutritional value. Time saving. Pre-processed tuna does not need to go through too many steps at the factory. Reducing operating costs. Increasing commercial value. Pre-processed fish on site is highly valued in the international market, especially in Japan and Europe. Although this process brings many benefits, it also comes with challenges such as high skill requirements from fishermen, requires large investments in modern equipment, pressure to maintain hygiene standards in harsh ocean conditions. Part 4. Processing tuna in the factory, expansion. After landing, tuna are transported to processing plants. Here, they undergo a rigorous process, including grading. Fish are classified according to size, quality and intended use: sushi, sashimi, canned fish, or deep processing. Fill cutting. Experts use sharp knives to cut the fish into fillets. Removing skin and bones. This process requires a high level of precision. Especially when processing tuna for high-end dishes such as sashimi. Packaging and freezing. Fillets are vacuum-packed and frozen at -60 degrees Celsius for long-term preservation without losing quality. Quality control. Before export, fish are thoroughly inspected to ensure they meet the food safety standards of the importing market. Tuna processing plants in the US use advanced technology. From automated conveyor systems to filleting and packaging machines. This not only increases productivity but also minimizes raw material waste. Processed tuna from the US is exported to more than 50 countries around the world, with the largest markets including Japan, uses tuna for sushi and sashimi. Europe, consumes canned and frozen tuna. Domestic US, canned tuna is a popular item. And high-end restaurants also import fresh tuna to serve their customers. The US tuna industry contributes billions of dollars to the national economy each year. The value of tuna lies not only in the quality of the meat but also in its reputation for food safety and sustainable management. Some notable figures. Annual production, more than 500,000 tons of tuna are caught each year. Revenue. The US tuna industry generates more than $5 billion in revenue from exports and domestic consumption. Employment. Provides tens of thousands of jobs for fishermen, factory workers, and related service industries. The tuna industry provides huge benefits to coastal communities. Creating stable jobs. Contributing to local budgets through taxes. Developing supporting industries such as shipbuilding, net manufacturing, and logistics services. Despite a strong domestic market, the US tuna industry is heavily dependent on demand from other countries, especially Japan and Europe. This requires the US to maintain high quality and adhere strictly to international food safety regulations. Part 6. Environmental Impacts and Sustainable Solutions, expanded. Large-scale tuna fishing can lead to problems such as depletion of fish stocks, pressure on wild tuna populations, impact on marine ecosystems. Giant purse seine nets sometimes catch other species such as dolphins. Sea turtles and sharks. The US has implemented many measures to protect fish stocks. Catch quotas, regulations on the number of tuna allowed to be caught each year. Use of environmentally friendly equipment. Nets are specially designed to minimize the risk of catching other species. International cooperation. The United States participates in organizations such as the Pacific Tuna Commission to more effectively manage fisheries resources. Tuna has been an important food source for humans for thousands of years. Since ancient times, coastal civilizations such as Greece, Rome and Japan have exploited tuna resources for food and trade. Ancient times, in the Mediterranean region, tuna was caught using primitive methods such as hand nets or stone traps. The ancient Romans developed the technology of salting tuna, which helped preserve it for a longer time and expanded the trading market. Tuna began to be commercially exploited on a large scale in the United States, especially on the California coast, thanks to the development of the canning industry. 20th century, with the advent of modern fishing vessels and freezing technology, the tuna industry entered the era of globalization, providing high-quality fish for the international market. The United States is one of the pioneering countries in applying modern technology to exploit and process tuna. The development of the U.S. tuna industry not only meets domestic demand but also contributes greatly to the international market. Some important milestones. 1940, the canned tuna industry developed strongly, becoming a popular commodity worldwide. 1970, the U.S. began to implement measures to protect the marine environment, ensuring the sustainable development of the tuna industry. Currently, with modern fishing vessels and advanced processing plant systems, the U.S. is one of the world's leading tuna exporting countries. The U.S. is home to a variety of tuna species, each with its own commercial and nutritional value. Characteristics: yellowfin tuna is medium in size, with bright red meat, sweet and fatty flavor. Applications: often used for sashimi, sushi, or canned tuna. Exploitation areas, mainly in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Characteristics: the most valuable type of tuna, with thick meat, rich in omega-3, and a distinctive delicious flavor. Applications: mainly exported to Japan for high-end sashimi. Commercial value: a bluefin tuna can be sold for millions of dollars at auctions. Characteristics: long tuna has white meat, less fatty than other types, suitable for processing into canned fish. Applications: widely consumed in the US and European markets. Characteristics: the smallest type of tuna in the group, often caught in large quantities for industrial processing. Applications: mainly used to make canned tuna and dried fish. Modern tuna fishing vessels are equipped with radar and sonar to detect schools of fish underwater. This not only increases productivity but also reduces search time. Radar helps ships detect schools of fish on the water surface. Sonar uses sound waves to determine the location and size of schools of fish at great depths. Purse nets are the most important tool in tuna fishing. These nets are up to hundreds of meters in size. Enough to cover a large school of fish. Modern design, the nets are made from lightweight, durable, and highly resistant materials. Automatic technology, the net pulling and fish collection systems are automatically controlled, reducing the labor of fishermen. Another important factor is the onboard refrigeration system. Large tuna vessels are equipped with freezers with temperatures below -60 degrees Celsius, keeping the tuna fresh from the time they are caught until they reach each port. In addition to using technology to increase productivity, U.S. fishing vessels also apply environmental monitoring equipment to ensure that fishing activities do not harm the marine ecosystem. The tuna industry not only provides income for fishermen but also supports thousands of families. Stories of bravery, unity, and optimism among fishermen are an integral part of American coastal culture. Tuna has become an important part of global culinary culture. From high-end Japanese sushi and sashimi to the ubiquitous canned tuna in the United States. Tuna represents the connection between humans and the sea.